Hi, I often get a question that is like this. So, our email program isn't very advanced, and it doesn't really allow for you to upload many contacts that you might have through the import feature that a lot of email programs have. So, this is what the question is. Do you know if there is a way to upload a large number of email addresses to our email system so that I can send the messages as a group? I can't seem to find an option to upload contacts like you can on other email servers. So that's true. I mean, I have struggled with this one as well. There is no method by which to upload a large number of contacts. There are some workarounds that you can use. One that I don't know if will be useful to a lot of people is that it's possible to get your email on your phone, and then that way it's actually very useful because you can pull in data from a lot of different places that are on your phone with your contacts. So it's possible to make that happen. But the way I'm going to show you today is a slightly different method by which to do this. It's kind of a hacky solution. You'll see what I mean. So even though we don't use Gmail just yet, um, it is possible to use Gmail and have things send out through your school account. As long as you're signed into your sbschools.org account, then it's possible for you to use Gmail. And when you use Gmail, you're only going to be sending things through Gmail program. Um, you won't be sending it through the OWA app right here. So what that means is all of your archives of those emails aren't going to live in the sent items here. They're only going to live in the sent items in Gmail. That may not be that important to you because you always can have access to it. So because it's a Gmail program, you can do all the things that you probably would like to do to upload large groups of contacts. And if you go to contacts within the mail program, or you just even go to mail.com/contacts or something like that. What happens because you're in the school domain is that all students' emails are in your address book, but they're unorganized. And what I've done over every single year that I've used it this way is I've created contacts for each one of my classes. And then I can send out emails to my entire class that way. Now, there are ways to now upload and add new contacts. Um, and I'm just show you how to do that here. When you go to more and you then go to import, you can upload a CSV file, which is basically a comma separated value file. And it's a really kind of simple file for you to create. And you could do it within Sheets. Okay. So I'll create a file so you get a sense of how this works. If you already have a list of emails in a sheet, then this is pretty simple. But if you, let's say, are collecting emails from parents for giving them information about what's going on in your class, or you're dealing with a club, or you're dealing with a sport, you don't have those emails in your address book already because they are not in your domain. So you can send people, you can actually create a contact list with people that aren't in your domain, and it's not too hard to do. And especially if you are collecting it through a Google form, which I could show you another time, it would be really simple for you to take that Google form and then translate it into a comma separated value that you could then import into your Google contacts, and instantly you can have all those addresses there. So all the information that is needed for email is very simple. It's just three pieces of information: first name, last name, and then email. And keep it that simple. So you would put in Joe Schmo, email joe.schmo@gmail.com. gmail.com. Okay. And then, I'm just going to duplicate this just to show you that it's possible for you to continue adding more names. And the beauty of this is that you don't have to, hopefully you've found some way to like keep a contact list. And you don't have to keep typing them over and over again every time you send every individual email. I'm going to save this test CSV file for contacts. Okay. And then when you hit File, you're going to hit Download as a CSV file. That's this one right here. That makes it possible for contacts to read it. And then there it goes. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Gmail. I'm going to import, and I'm going to choose a file. I'm going to find that file, which is right there. And click Open. And I'm going to import it. Now what happens is with every import, it creates this group right here. You can organize the groups however you want. You could put them in a separate group. You can organize them that way. Let me show you how to send the mail out now that you've done that. So I'm going to compose, and it's type in Joe Schmo. There it is. Or I could type in the whole group name, imported, and it would be like the whole group of all the Joe Schmoes, but there's only one email in there. That's unique. And then you send it here. What it doesn't do, just so you know, what this doesn't do is it doesn't make it possible for you then to go into your OWA app, this app right here, and then like have all your contacts in here. The contact feature of OWA is not as advanced as Gmail's is. In fact, it doesn't allow for you to upload a CSV file to import all of your contacts. It's a downfall of Gmail. Excuse me, of OWA. Now, there are other workarounds that don't make it so you have to use Gmail as a program. And basically what they are is that there's a way that you can actually get your email on your phone. And then if the addresses are in your phone's email program, then you should be able to send and create groups. So if you want to know more about that, I'd absolutely be able to help you out in facilitating the process of getting you to get your Gmail, your school's email on your phone. Hope that was helpful.